guest here today is one of a very select few that can say they were on top of the podium 4 times. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Harrison Courtney, graduated from Woodford County High School, 2009, state champ, 2006, 2007, 8, and 9.
So 4-time state wrestling champion, and I mean, you got you and JoJo. There's been so many great wrestlers come through Woodford County. Ian Horn, Chris Dunn, Nathan Boston, David Carr, like we just saw, Tucker, Rusty, Josh Whitaker. I mean, the names could go on and 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 on. But, man, you're one of two. You're one of two from Woodford County that was on top of that podium 4 times. And from what the videos I've seen and the way your brackets play out, it wasn't like you accidentally got there. I mean, you won your way through. What would that be, 20 matches?
20 matches, yeah.
And all 20 are like, you proved you were the best in that weight class. So we're really not going to cover the ground we covered in the first video. Now, your 09 video is on the channel. What got you into wrestling and all that. We're not really going to get into that here because it's already on there. We've already covered that ground. But I do want to go through your 07 bracket. The first round, you're wrestling, looks like James, I can't make out what the last name is, Chenault from Central Hardin. You win that by a fall in 5 minutes and I believe 40 seconds. Second round, you're wrestling Cody Hall from South Oldham. You win that by a fall in a minute, I believe, 12 seconds. Yeah, a minute. It's either a minute 12 or a minute 2. I can't really tell. Then you're wrestling Tim Winchester from Wayne County. You win that by a major decision, 10-0. The semifinals, you're wrestling Daniel Thuneman, I believe, from Covington Scott. You win that by a fall in, it looks like it's either 5-19 or 4-19. I can't make it out. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was actually an overtime.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Maybe the, I can't read or something, or maybe it's just the way it's on the paper here. Then you get to the finals, and you're wrestling, I believe, for the first time, right? The first out of 2? Was it 07 and 08?
Yes, 07 and 08.
Okay, so you're wrestling Bo Sanders from Harrison County. Now, we're not going to tell you the score, but let's kind of backtrack here. You win as a freshman, coming in to your sophomore season. You know, we had message boards, we had rankings, we had all that. I think MySpace was a thing back then. And like, did people, like when you went into a gym, did people like, that's Harrison Courtney, man, he's a state champion. Did you feel the pressure on you? Did people know who you were? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Definitely at that point. I mean, obviously, I'd been wrestling high school since 7th grade at that point. So, I mean, you know how it is. It's a pretty tight-knit community. Right. Everybody knew me. I knew everybody. Yeah, the pressure was definitely there. But, I mean, my dad, I mean, he was always in my ear about, you know, not being satisfied. So, I mean, that was my main thing. You know, I can't be satisfied with that one. You're always chasing that next title.
And that kind of you perfectly led into the next topic I was going to bring up, is like, you know, you go through the summer, you get back into wrestling season, knowing you're, I guess, coming in defending state champion. Was it, I have to defend this, or I'm going to do my best to win it again? Because what I found talking to guys that are multiple time champions is some dudes have the mindset of, I have to defend this, or, you know, I have to win it again. How did your mindset go on that?
I never had the mindset of, you know, I have to defend. Like I said, for me, it was always, it's a new year, you know, new year, new goals. So for me, it was just let's go out there and get it done. No, I mean,
it worked for you. I mean, it completely got you on top of the podium 4 times. Now, the video, we want to say thank you to Josh Ashbrook from Harrison County. His mother actually filmed this, and we got the copy for it. So if you have the 2006 or 2008 state finals, please contact me, contact Harrison, because those are 2 years of yours that we don't have. We have your 09 on the channel. and now your 07 is going to be on here, but we really would like to get those 06 and 08 videos. And I want to say thank you to you and your dad for going through the videos here in the Woodford County, I guess, video library, if you will. You guys got me the 91 or the 92 state finals. We found the 89 state finals earlier, and a couple other videos we're going to convert just because the titles of them. But man, it's, this is a community. What we've been able to do with the YouTube series, I feel like it's, we've created a community across the state, and it's, guys like you and your dad, Josh Ashbrook, for finding videos for us that we can go out and do more videos. So I'm excited to get this one on, man. Let's go. Now this one's filmed from the stands. So if people walk in front of the camera, we're sorry. So you get that single, got the traditional, and somebody standing in front of the camera. There we go.
Old Bo was tough.
Yeah, he's fighting off that single pretty good there. Coach Carr, sit in your seat, bub. There you go. You finally. Ooh. Tripods are not what they were now, what they were back then. So you get the takedown, you're trying to get a leg in. Get both legs in, looks like.
Yeah. Try to get him broke down, flattened out, start running that force half.
I was going to say, man, that. Out of bounds. I think you got Mike Ford and Barnett on as your referees. You got Mike Ford on the whistle. They're yelling, "Let's go, Harrison." Could that be for you or for? Oh, no,
yeah, that's for both.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Harrison County versus Harrison Courtney. Change a few letters around.
Bo was tough. We obviously being in the same region, I mean, we were wrestling each other all the time.
And I guess you guys wrestled the week before in the regional finals, correct?
We did.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in, like, both Coach Carrs and everybody associated with Woodford County, they were really good at game planning, scouting guys out. Did you kind of have I'm not saying a game plan, but like outline, okay, I know he's good at this, I know he's good at that, I know that stay away from him, in this position, or?
No, not really. My game plan was always just, I want to go out, I want to get to my offense, I want to dictate the pace,
okay.
I want to dictate the match. I never really focused too much on, I know he's good at this. I mean, obviously you keep that in mind.
Right.
But for me, it was more important, go out there, dictate the pace of the match, put it away. That's what my dad would always say to me, go out there and put it away. So
I got you. I got you. End of the period. I believe it's 2-0 because he didn't score, and I don't think you got any near fall there.
No.
So you're going to take down. So trying to shrug out there. He's trying. Can't tell if he's trying to work put a half in or.
I think he may be trying to kind of bar that arm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Bo, he's pretty stout fellow.
And actually, I put Bo on my Mount Rushmore of best to not win because he had.
He's stud.
So you get your reversal there, 4-0.
Right here, I'm looking for that chicken wing tilt.
Yep, out of bounds. Now, in case you don't know, In 2008, of course, state champion, but you also win most outstanding wrestler. And you beat Bo. I think you pinned him in the finals, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. A rematch. All right, got a caution. A little anxious.
Yeah, I really miss this atmosphere.
Oh, dude,
It's hard to
it's
beat.
not even close, is it now?
No, it's not. Scramble.
Scramble, scramble, scramble. Which, I mean, you've got that leg. You're still kind of out in front of him a little bit. So I don't see him giving. Have a seat, Coach Carr.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's every time I go every time I go to a meet or whatever, first thing I'm like, Coach, just so you know. So
Trying to load that tilt up.
yep,
There it
yep,
is. And
there
then
it is.
elevate.
1, 2, 3. Nope. You remember hearing the crowd?
Yeah, a little bit. That was the thing about that atmosphere, though. You know, with the lights kind of low and that spotlight, it really puts you in that tunnel vision. So I mean, you do kind of hear what's going on around you, but I mean, for me, it was always just blinders on.
Now, also, I think, what was it? You had Will Starks win and Matt Bird win. And I refereed the regional at Henry Clay in 07. So I may have had one of your matches that I don't remember. It's been so long ago, but I know I refereed that region. Because you guys you had Cody on that team. And I think the Voth brothers from Dunbar was at that region or in that region that year.
Yeah, they were tough too.
Is it Tyler and John, I believe. Okay. When you watch the cars in their corner, coach, and you can tell like they're trying to wrestle it for you, like the way they're turning their body.
That lean.
Lean.
I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Oh, absolutely not.
Best you could ask for. To have
Absolutely. So you get another reversal or takedown. I guess it'd be a takedown. Let's see.
Try to get the boot in.
There it is. There's one in.
Body, break down.
Break down. You got both of them in now.
Let's
Looks
go to
like.
force half.
There it is.
Yep.
Stretch.
You work up towards that elbow. There we go.
There it is. Just stay right there, baby. And that's where the video ends. There's no medal, there's no face-off, but at least we have the match. So does it play out the way you remember it?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, cool. Like you said, the atmosphere there at the dungeon is just something. Every time you watch a video from there, you're just like, man, God, why can't we go back to having the spotlight? Why can't we go back, to everybody having like the glow sticks, how it was, and the lights coming down. Like, man, it was just such a great atmosphere for wrestling. And I've said in every video, at the dungeon is the best atmosphere Kentucky KHSAA ever produced. Football, basketball,
absolutely.
baseball, don't matter what it is. The under the lights in the dungeon was just absolute as the kids would say now, the bee's knees. So, man, if you have anything to say to wrap it up, to put a bow on this one?
No, man. Again, thank you for having me.
Oh, buddy.
Always a pleasure, man. I appreciate what you're doing with what you're doing. I mean, this is great for Kentucky wrestling. I've been able to keep up with so many guys that I heard, you know, my dad talk about. So my dad, he graduated in 91.
Right.
So, you know, I'd always hear him bring these names up and like, oh man, he was tough. So it's awesome to actually be able to go back now and watch these guys and kind of put a face to a name, and see them in their prime. So again, thank you for everything you're doing.
No problem. Now, in case you're not familiar with it, Kentucky KHSAA actually adopted girls wrestling into, it's actually going to be a KHSAA State tournament. Now, the girls have had like a coaches association state tournament here the last, I think, 3 or 4 years, and you have a sister.
I do.
Coming up.
I do.
And so, kind of real quick, tell us about her. She's into wrestling, correct?
She is. She's at the University of Cumberland. So she will be a junior next year. So she's tough. She's tough. Obviously, in college, you know, you got to stay healthy. Fortunately, that's something she's kind of run into, plaguing injuries. But
I think I see her name, like right in front of us is the girls' state placers. And it looks like 2019, second place, 106 pounds. 2020 looks like sixth place, 113. And then 2021, second place, 113 pounds. So her name Ashley.
She's tough. She's tough. Probably one of the best cradles I've ever seen.
Really? That's, I guess, growing up with 2 brothers like that, she had to learn to survive, right? Learn to survive. So, man, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I messaged you this morning on the way down and said, hey, man, I know it's late notice. What can you do? And you was able to make it today, so it's cool. I've been trying to get down here with you for a while just to get this one, get it on, but it's because I'll say this, and we'll wrap it up. When I posted the 1990s versus Team 2000s duel, and I put you against Willie Ennels, everybody was like, that'd be the one to watch. It was you and Willie, Chris Dunn and Jacob Merton, and JoJo and Isaac Knable. That's the 3 that everybody was talking about, you know, wanting to see. Like, man, you talk about being able to put those guys together and put out the 90s, whether they were on the video or not, the 90s guys are like, man, we'd have won that. Going away. We'd have won that, you know, probably 11 matches to 3. Then the 2000s guys are like, man, those 90s guys, they probably wouldn't have won a bout. And I was like, I don't know, man. That's why I put it out, man, just, you know, to talk about it, get a discussion going. But again, man, thank you for being here. Thank you to you and your dad again for helping me out with the series. Really appreciate it. So until we find the 06 tape or 08 tape, man, everybody be looked for it. Message me, message Harrison on Facebook or Brent on Facebook if you find it, or anybody. We'll get it converted. But until then, for Brett the Hitman Hart, the Ninja Turtles, got a little pizza power going on the front. We'll see you guys on the mats.